Where did society go wrong? We went from telling our friends to go tell a girl we like her to now cash apping some random broad to maybe get some play. I don't do it, but there's people out there that do it, and that's kind of sad. Like, there's guys out there cash apping their entire life savings. Meanwhile, this random girl that they've never met is getting their back blown by some Chad or fucking Edgar. Being down bad, it's the worst. We've all kind of been there, at least to some extent. And I feel like the worst part, one of the things that really brought us to this point in this era in time, is social media and corn. The amount of 10s you see on the internet, the 9s, the 10s, even the 8s, it sets your standards so high that you can't even look at, like, you know, some average looking girl, right, from your hometown and be like, oh, you know, she's nice, she seems cool. No, you have to go for the baddest. You have to go for the highest of the high. You can't settle for a Toyota Camry that's reliable and is good. No, you want that Ferrari that you can't even afford. Like, when we look online, we see girls with 30 pounds, 40 pounds of just makeup on their face, or like some big old heavies. And I feel like that really warps your brain to think a certain way and act a certain way. I mean, the same goes for girls, right? They're like, oh, no, I need a 10 out of 10 Puerto Rican light-skinned dude that makes like 30 mil a year, when they're working some, I don't know, job at like Mickey D's, maybe like 12, 14, 15 an hour. This is the reason why people like Andrew pop up, because there's some desperate ass guys out there trying to get some play, and there'll be guys like Andrew telling them like, oh, no, men are the prize, women have to obey you. And they'll be like, yeah, they do have to obey us. And then they'll be like, oh, no, but you have to make money to do that, right? You have to make money to get girls, which is totally not true. But the way he says it is so assertive. He's like, no, you have to make money, go buy my butt university thing, and I'll teach you how to make money and this and that. I really hate people on the internet trying to teach you how to get girls or how to get play, when it's some 6'2", 6'3", light-skinned dude making mad money, Prince Charming, right? Meanwhile, I'm over here, what, 5'8", barely starting my life, and they think we're the same. No. And then they'll be like, oh, no, you just have to talk to him. You just have to talk to him. Like, yeah, no, wow, I've never thought of it like that. I guess something you can always do is like go to the mall, rizz up some O's, right? Maybe some 4s, some 3s, and then work your way up to the, you know, the 5s, the 6s, the 7s, TikTok and Twitch bots. You used to have to go outside to spot some ass. Now you open up any social media, there's ass, there's thighs, everything. And some real dumb shit is, like, a girl will be telling the most uninteresting story in human history, but because she has some tits out or her ass, she's gonna get millions or thousands of views and likes. So I mean, no knock to them, right? They're doing their own hustle, right? They're doing their own thing, and you can't knock them for it, because that's what they were gifted with. And there's so many comments saying like, I would do anything to be with her, oh my god, oh mommy. I swear half of those are trolls. Like, there's nothing wrong with trolls, but then when people are actually being serious, it's like, oh, it's so cringe. It's honestly really, like, it's down bad, down horrendous. And that's really all it takes: some cleavage, some tits, and you've got yourself a career. And guys will just keep watching every time because they're desperate, and that's really what it is. And it's like social media and corn. They'll be popping up chub in class, on the bus, at dinner, I don't know, maybe even at work, and these dudes start drooling over these girls like they actually have a chance, like they're gonna meet them one day randomly on the street, and they really think once they meet them in person they're gonna like get on their knees and recreate Hiroshima or something, while you're skipping over this one girl, right, and sending her money on Cash App or Venmo or something. She's getting her back blown out. She's getting her back split like a axe through a watermelon. A good example of this is OnlyFans. Like, why would you pay for something that you can easily search up in 5 seconds? We live in a time where a random girl can just make millions overnight just off her nudes. It really wasn't too long ago girls would like their wrists up if their nudes got leaked. Now they're on sale for like, what, $5.99? Down tremendous. Our society's down tremendous. But the worst thing is ugly girls thinking they're at the same level as like your local school thought an Addison Rae of, you know, gamer girl bathwater type shit. They think they're at the same level as that, and they'll be like, why aren't I getting any views, likes, buys on my nudes? It's like, some girls really need a reality check on how pretty they are, and they're always being told that, oh, they're the prettiest thing, oh my god, they're the sexiest thing by their friends, and then they don't get any play, just like the guys. The guys will think they deserve better because of all the shit they see on the internet, and they get disappointed in real life when they get no play. Now, I've been down bad myself. How? I may or may not have, when I was, you know, 10, 11, 12, beat the bishop, right? Beat the bishop to a picture of a cartoon character. It's not my proudest moment, but I've moved past that. It was a while ago. Who cares? The amount of corn and explicit shit there is out there is insane, and it's available to anyone. All right, and it's really kids' brains. I know, because I'm one of those kids. I started watching corn when I was like, what, 9? I'm not stopping anytime soon. It's embedded in my brain. That's the fucked up part. I can't escape it. It's there. It's so easy to access. Anyone can access it, and then that warps your brain into thinking that that's normal. A big ass and like perfect sets and everything, production and everything, that's normal. Your brain starts to think that's normal when it's not. One of the most down tremendous moments in history was when Romeo offed himself because he thought Juliet was dead. Now that's a down bad moment. And then she figured out, or she was like, oh, he died. If you've never read or watched Romeo and Juliet, basically he saw that she was dead. He right, with some potion or something. She wakes up. She was like asleep, pretending to be asleep, so like they could be together because they couldn't whatever like be together. And then she sees he's dead, and she's like, oh no, I have to kill myself so I can be with him. That's tier 3 Pokimane sub. Now paying for penetration. Whores, right? Whores. It's not the worst thing ever. If, you know, your girl or your wife doesn't want to do that thing, right, that she said she would, then yeah, sure, go ahead. You know, as you saw in Ozark, you know, that little scene in the car, a lady of the night will provide a service to you in exchange for money, right? Now, my problem is when you give someone money, like $5 just for a picture, you can get that for free, but people pay for it, right? At least when you get a lady of the night, she's going downtown, she's doing everything, anything you ask. That is what I think is worth it to me. But, you know, my last real point here is incels. Now, why do I have a problem with incels? See, more incels leads to more nerds, and those nerds are gonna further and further our technology, right? Which will eventually get to AI and robots who will take over the earth and kill us all. So, ladies, if you want to save the earth, spare some coochie. Spare some coochie. All you have to do is go to your local library, right? Pick out some nerd from your class or your work, gobble them up. That's it. You save the planet.